Alright, and welcome back. So, after Remnants of War, actually with only 2 members leaving, kind of dumb on me, and I definitely had butchered his name, which is Jerry Barca, so definitely apologize for that. But, only 2 when coming in, which are Andre Corbin and Frank Vieira. So, with this new lineup, they record a Distant Thunder for new record label Metal Blade Records. Yes, they switch from Combat to Metal Blade, 2 of the most, let's say, big record labels at that time, very more popular, I shall say, for the metal underground. When it comes to, metal, and what are some of the best record labels, the look for metal, Combat and Metal Blade were always at the forefront of the metal scene when it comes to, metal. So Helstar getting signed to him was, again, another good sign. So here, ditching Randy Burns, just like how they ditched Carl Kennedy, they end up working with Bill Matroyer, who pretty much worked with Brian Slagle's Metal Blade throughout the early career of Metal Blade Records. So here, it gives the album a bit more of a thicker production than the production that was provided on Remnants of War due to Randy Burns, because both their production style are different. Him, it's like he wants to make everything sound biting and crunchy in a way, and just without using chorus and such most of the time. So here, album starts off with The King is Dead. Actually, yeah. Let me try and... Yeah, The King is Dead. Wanted to correct myself. But definitely a continuation of the sound that was provided on Remnants of War, but it's much more progressed due to new members Andre Corbin and even Frank Vieira. While Frank Vieira's drumming is not as good as the other guy's drumming, yes, I forgot who was the drummer on there because of looking through the booklet of Remnants of War. They don't say which one is the drummer, unless I missed that. Good one on me. Good one on me. So, with that, again, drumming is definitely similar to the, again, they wanted to continue the sound, but just progress more on it. And here, it's definitely within that. The King is Dead, great. Andre Corbin and Larry Berrigan are definitely switching off. Leads definitely provide more of that twin guitar attack. Bitter End, another really good track as well. Abandoned Ship. Talk about a really good track on here. Fucking great. And again, progression from really good heavy riffs afterwards. Tyrannicide, another really good track as well. Scorcher, Genius Insanity, great track as well. Another good one. Just great. The Horror of Babylon is a instrumental on here. Definitely good one. At times, I guess it can be simply seen as an intro for Winds of War. Another good track is here. Here it's kind of them really creating more of their, Beyond the Realms of Death, in a way. Definitely a good song as well. But that doesn't end the album. What ends the album is a cover track, I guess taking cues from Metal Church. But here, instead of covering a Deep Purple song, they cover a Scorpion song. What song do they cover? He's a Woman, She's a Man, which is, of course, off of Scorpion's Taken by Force, which is their 1977 album. But even though that song was very thrashy for its time, Helstar, just like with Metal Church, I was meant to say Deep Purple, but corrected myself. Helstar, just like with Metal Church, they literally give this song their spin. This is not them really trying to, pay too original to the original song. It's like they're not trying to stick to the formula of it. They really provide their own little formula, their own spin on it, and turning this song into more of a thrashing song as well, still keeping the rhythm. It's just everything sped up a bit. And this is, for some reason, I really like this version of He's a Woman, She's a Man. Of course, this song would be covered to death by many, metal bands, but Helstar provide their own spin on it, and I think they're probably the best one to really take their own spin on this track. This is just a killer version of He's a Woman, She's a Man. It's insane for how this version sounds. James Rivera is like not even trying to sound like Claus Mean. He's like it's like if Judas Priest wanted to cover this song for the Painkiller album, or either Megadeth or some thrash band like either maybe Testament or Exodus in some ways, though Exodus were never really a neoclassical sounding thrash band. This is just a killer version of He's a Woman, She's a Man that I will say can sit next to the original version. Definitely good. So the whole album is definitely continuing the sound of Remnants of War, but definitely progressing more of that sound, and it's definitely present with the whole album, like I mentioned. So after this, same lineup, and of course the album that definitely gets highly acclaimed, because yes, the album after this gets more highly acclaimed than any of the other albums by Helstar. Could that be true? We'll see. Distant Thunder, though many people say is not as consistent as, releases such as Remnants of War and Nosferatu. But I think that this is a good album. I can see where they come up, but it's just I can see where they are, but, it's a good album. What can else be said? So, if you have heard A Distant Thunder, what are your thoughts? Have any thoughts? Post your comments down below. So, this is Heavy Thrasher saying, I am out. It's time to get to the next album, and of course we know which one that is, so definitely stay tuned. Until then, this is Heavy Thrasher saying, I am out, and later.